So when did this engineer become so knowledgeable about the medical profession? That's you.
So, I'm not sure I'll say I'm knowledgeable about the profession, but I will surely say that I'm quite enthusiastic about the profession.
No, let me put it this way. How did you learn this domain? Because you are an engineer. You started off by saying I'm an electronics engineer, and now you actually have something where you have to understand the medical domain to even do what you are doing right now. So how did you go about picking up the knowledge in this domain, and why do you think importance of domain knowledge is important when you start building systems?
Right. So, in a way, I was very fortunate to be able to see things firsthand and absorb them in a way that the user sees them. Uh, Before we built e-blood banking, I would have got an opportunity to spend a couple of thousand hours around the people who work in blood banks, see their first-hand frustrations, and not just that, have very honest conversations with them. So I knew at that time what are the challenges that a nurse faces, what are the challenges that a technologist faces, and what is the view of the administrator. In fact, I also knew what are the challenges that the housekeeping faces. And that happened because of my relationship with Sankalp, which gave me that jump start to be able to closely work with people. But the same thing, when I look back, I think for every single platform that we have developed, we have consciously invested in first just being there in some of the setups while people are working, silently watching them and understanding what is happening, and then build that relationship with them where they are able to express in a very human way what is their view of how things are moving around and how things could be done in a better way. That of course is I believe irreplaceable. Like I said, so at the end of the day, if your users, if each of the user who's going to interface with your system doesn't feel a wow factor on the first day of using the system, then you already have a very, very uphill task to engage one person to get somebody else excited in the organization. And that never lasts, that never works. So yes, investing time and energy into understanding every persona and understanding what makes them frustrated, what gives them joy, what would they like to see change, gives you a huge jump start.
So this is something that definitely your engineering education would not have taught you, right? So so where did you pick this up?
So we often say that probably the first thing engineering taught us was problem solving. Engineering makes us all a little more analytical and capable of looking at things in a very evidence based way, and that's quite helpful. So, again, Sankalp has this very beautiful culture of reviewing everything it does. So when even volunteers spend a day together, that day doesn't end without half an hour being spent to see what could have been done better. It might be the most disastrous day or it might be the best day, but still people ask each other how to do things better next time. And this process, of course, leads to a discovery of a lot of nuances about the issue. And then some people, I was fortunate to be one of them, get excited about these problems, find a lot of joy in trying to see how to systematically eliminate them rather than just have a sort of a one time view of people, a selected group of people respond differently to this problem. So that is what hooked me into this. So that's how the engineer started thinking more and more about the problems, and those problems happen to be healthcare, and dug deeper into it.